Alright guys, so to start this, we are going to start with our sourdough bread. Whatever you have on hand, if you've made fresh, that works great. I love to do fresh. But I don't have any today, so I'm going to do my store-bought sourdough. Pop that into my air fryer. I use this to toast everything. Absolutely great. Love it. Close up our bread so it stays fresh. And while that is in the toaster oven, I'm going to start dicing up my cheese, my avocado, my tomatoes, and then I have this fresh sliced mozzarella that I love. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm pulling out my fresh mozzarella cheese. Super good. It's already pre-sliced, but I like to trim it a little bit more, cut it into halves. That way it fits better on my bread. So I have my cheese, set that aside until my bread is nice and toasted. And I had already washed these tomatoes, so I'm going to open these up, grab out some of the big ones, cut these up into thirds, just because they're kind of bigger. That way I can have them all around on my sandwich. And then I have my avocado, which avocado, love it on everything. Eggs, perfect on that. And then I always like to use my spoon to scoop it out. I slice my avocado while it's already in the carcass, and then I scoop it out so that way I can spread it evenly around my sandwich. And then I'll save this half for another sandwich for another day, or for scrambled eggs, something like that. Alright, so my bread has been in the toaster oven for a little bit. I don't like it super toasted, I just like it lightly toasted. So that's ready to go. So now I have my bread here. I'm going to add my stone ground mustard. You can do regular. I like the stone ground. Adds really good flavor. Spread that on. And then I'm going to add my mozzarella. Spread it all around. Nice like that. Alright, now I'm going to add my turkey meat. I normally buy what's on sale for the week. If I can find the fresh turkey meat from the deli, that's always pretty expensive, but if I can find it on sale, I'll definitely buy that because it just tastes so much better, it's so much fresher. But my kids love turkey sandwiches, and they go through so much turkey that I can't keep up with their supply. So I buy whatever's on sale. I also had made some homemade pickled red onions. So these are almost gone, so I'm just going to add the remnants. I have that in another video. But I'm going to add some pickled red onions to the sandwich. Kind of spread it around. Adds great flavor, kind of takes the bite away so it's not so strong. And I think that's it on the pickled red onions. We're going to set that aside. Alright, and then now I'm going to add, I have my basil plant. I'm going to add my fresh basil. I absolutely love basil, so I'm going to do a lot of basil because I kind of do this in replacement of lettuce. So I add a little bit more basil. And I had a basil plant in my garden, but it died, it got too cold, it froze. So when springtime comes back, I'm definitely going to be planting another basil plant. I also have rosemary in my garden. I like to have a garden with seasonings and spices because it's just so much easier to go outside and just grab what you need. So now I'm adding on my avocado, just so that'll be good. And then we got the tomatoes, spread those around. Those on, and then I have my Costco peppers. Add however much pepper you'd like. Alright, now that I have everything on my sandwich, good to go, close it up. And then we're going to cut it in half. And then get my plate out. And Look at that. A perfect avocado caprese sandwich. Doesn't get much better than that. Cheap, saves money, making lunch at home. Gotta love it, right?